Welcome to another episode of Meat Report. Today I have a special guest with me. We've invited JoAnn Krall. She's joining us today, and JoAnn is a professional organizer. And today we're going to be talking about how to organize your meat. There's meat that you eat, and then there's meat that you're storing for future eating. A lot of people have a deep freezer to put that all in. How much meat do you think is a reasonable amount to have on hand in case of a meat emergency?
Well, I guess you have to calculate that based on how many people in your family, how often you eat meat. If you're eating meat every day, probably having a spreadsheet would be good, how many portions that you need per week and then, calculate out, because I don't think you want to keep meat. I mean, meat will freeze indefinitely and be edible. It may not taste good though, after I would say about a year. I think that's
yeah, because it can get freezer burned.
Yeah.
And
it won't harm you, but it's just not going to taste good. Yeah.
Yeah. And especially if you're getting meat from Savage Steaks, it's very high quality meat. You don't want to keep that for too long.
No.
So I guess when you're dealing with high-end meat, you don't want to become a meat hoarder.
100%.
How would you deal with a meat hoarder?
First, we would go in and inventory what the current meat situation is. And hopefully the person has, labeled everything with dates of when they put things into the freezer, because then it could just be a nightmare. And then we would do some counseling.
What do you say to somebody who's, just hanging on to meat for sentimental reasons and having difficulty letting go?
Imagine if people named their meat in their freezer. This is Bob.
Some people like to go to a farm and meet, no pun intended, meet the cow that they're going to be buying meat from, and they want to know the cow's name. So I guess they could put the cow's name.
They could put the cow's name on. I never thought of that. I could never meet the cow before. Anytime I see a video with a cow and a dog, I'm like, I'm never eating meat again. And then I go and buy short ribs the next day because I can't resist. But
yeah, because it's just so delicious.
It is. I know. I just remind myself that it's nature.
I don't think any vegans watch this show.
No, so. I'm sure they don't.
Where can people find you if they want to get organized?
They can find me at JoAnnKrall.com. That's JoAnnKrall.com.
And you're based in the New England area, but it doesn't matter where your clients are, because these days we're doing everything by Zoom anyways, right?
Yes, I can help you organize your meat virtually.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Stop. Hold on. I need to say something. Our meat is cut fresh. It's not frozen. Our meat is soft and supple and cut the same day that you order it. If you order our freshly cut steaks from our butcher shop, you are welcome to stuff them in your freezer with your frozen taquitos, your ice cream, but it's not going to taste the same 3 months later. But you are welcome to do that. Our product is cryovac, so we take all the air out of it. You can freeze it. We don't suggest it. But if you do, and you eat it later, like 3 months later or a month later or whatever, it's on you. You have made that choice, and you can make that choice, but it's the wrong choice. Fresh cut meat. Get it? Salt it up. Season it. Turn the grill on. Just you order it and you start the grill right before you order it, and then throw it on the grill and eat it. You're going to love it. That's how it should be done. Don't freeze it unless you have to. Like you made a mistake. Your wife says, I didn't want that tonight. Then you have no choice because your marriage. So I get it.